Hi, my name is Kawena Charlot, and I am the director of the School of Intuitive Living. And the question of the day is, do I do house clearings? And the answer is yes, and yes. I've done these quite a number of times. It's pretty interesting. So basically how it works is everything around us is energy. So this chair that I'm sitting on is energy. The camera that is shooting me right now is energy. You, as you're watching this, you are made up of different particles of energy. So everything is energy, including our house. So the walls and the roof and the floor in which you're living in are all energetic particles, and energy can be influenced by other energy. So sometimes people have an emotional experience in a home. Sometimes there can be quite an intense experience in a home. And sometimes those experiences have an energetic component to them that affect the home. And as well as there can be beings and different kind of influences. There's a ton of different influences that can be affecting a home. And so basically how house clearings work is you go in and you energetically read the home, you read the neighborhood, and you look at what is influencing that house. So sometimes it's as simple as, say, somebody was going through a divorce and their house has that patina of sort of sadness or discontent or frustration or whatever that couple was going through. Sometimes it sort of permeates the environment of the home. And so, something like that, very simple, you just kind of can release that and make it more of a neutral area. Sometimes, you can go from 0 to 60 for how crazy house clearings can be. So sometimes it's a very simple thing like that. Other times, sometimes there's like water influences, if there's water running underneath the property, sometimes that can affect the energetics of the home. Sometimes there's spirits that are affecting the home and they need to, sometimes it helps to kind of let them know that, figure out what's going on, how they're related to the family, what's happening with that. Sometimes you can really help those spirits move on. Sometimes when the family knows what it really is, oh, it's grandma, then they're not really concerned anymore. So, it really just sort of, it's a very personalized situation, obviously, but fascinating nonetheless. There's a lot. I'm trying to think if there's any, I've had some pretty interesting, another thing. Sometimes people think that their homes are, I had a woman call me and she's like, my house is haunted. I was like, okay. And then she's like, well, so is my car, and so is my other car, and then so is my other house. I was like, do you see spirits everywhere you go? She was like, yes, I do. They're everywhere. I'm like, I think you're just psychic. She was like, no, I'm not. Everything's haunted. I'm like, okay. So anyway, so sometimes somebody can just see energy and they think that everything around them is haunted, when in fact it's just that they're able to see interdimensionally. So there's a lot of potentials with with how house clearings work and what needs to be kind of moved and released, and they're really doable. And so when I personally do them, sometimes I will just do it by myself. Sometimes I will do it and bring more of the advanced students with me and give them the experience of kind of clearing out a property and clearing out a space. One of the things to remember, with the way we do this, is the higher the vibration, the more on amusement you are, the more you can kind of keep things light, the easier it is to move stuff out. So, for example, we went to a home that was actually pretty, this home had been owned by, there's been a lot going on in this home. There was a guy that killed a prostitute. There was some illegal immigrants doing really some very creepy ritual stuff, and then there was actors. Those actors, they were the worst of all. Anyway, this house had a lot of kind of chaotic energy in it, and me and my students went and we cleared it out, and the whole house was completely different when we finished. But it was really funny because the woman that had brought us in, we were laughing the whole time. She was like, "Why are you guys laughing?" We'd be like, "Oh no, that's where you go." And it wasn't, we weren't laughing because we were crazy. We were laughing because we were keeping the vibration up really high. And in order to do that work, that's what you do. And plus, it's more fun laughing than being serious. So anyway, so yes, I do house clearings. Yes, they're very interested. If you need a house clearing, by all means, contact me at kawenacharlot.com. If you enjoyed this video, then please share it with all your friends. And if you have a question that you would like to ask me for this blog series, then please write me at kawenacharlot.com.